Hello, we are here together with a new İGA video again. I am very excited because I will present another program that I will enjoy very much. We will be providing valuable information to you once again, but this time, as in every video, we will gather it all under one main subject. We will be listing our accessible airport features for you. As you know, Istanbul Airport became the best accessible airport in Europe. We can't get enough of the awards. I now also see myself as a part of this team. As a whole team, we make great efforts to receive awards and to improve. We said we are already consulting with individuals with special needs, but why don't we consult with them one by one on video openly in front of you? Why don't we talk in front of you and when we talk about shortcomings? In this way, of course, we will honor everything we do. We will thank and congratulate ourselves, but let's find out our shortcomings together. Today, as my guest puts in, we have prepared a video for you in which we talk about our accessible airport features for deaf and mute individuals. I have a very nice guest. I have two very nice guests. One is 26 years old, one of 7 siblings, and 3 deaf-mute siblings. 3 of the 7 siblings are deaf and mute. One of them is deaf but can now hear with a device. Therefore, he can continue his life like anybody else. 3 of the 7 siblings are deaf and mute and continue their lives successfully. All 3 are national athletes. Now our guest Zeliha, dear Zeliha Işık, was the 3rd in the world in karate, and she brought a medal to our country in karate at the last World Olympics held in Iran. Zeliha and we will talk about our shortcomings in our field regarding deaf and mute individuals. We'll talk about their experiences, but how, of course, we will do together with Hülya Çelikok. Dear Hülya is a sign language interpreter. She has been working for İGA, but her profession is also a sign language interpreter because her parents are also deaf and mute. In a world where she grew up with her parents, sign language was her second language. Therefore, she says being a sign language interpreter was her inevitable profession and that she is happy to be doing this job. Very, very happy. First of all, welcome.
Nice to be here.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Great. Dear Hülya, how are you?
Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you for your time. Now, shortly, please tell Zeliha too what we have done in the field in order to say İGA for the deaf and mute. I want to talk about that for our viewers. After that, we will talk about our experiences. In fact, we say hearing impaired, but as Zeliha said, I asked before the broadcast, yes, we used the term hearing impaired a lot, but then we decided to use deaf-mute. So let's please use deaf-mute when announcing or talking about me. That's why I say this with her permission. As a matter of fact, first of all, I should ask, how can we say İGA for deaf and mute individuals? Behind me, there are orange spots with information screens on them. There are 23 points with these orange screens. That's why we have Hülya and other sign language interpreters like her. They are there with us 24/7 live. They have an office downstairs and they are connected here through a camera. When our deaf-mute individuals enters the area, they immediately come to these information desks with screens, and from there, they get one-on-one live connections to sign language interpreters. And they say, I'm in the field, I'm deaf-mute, please guide me on my independent journey. They come to an agreement there. Our translators give deaf and mute individuals all the information on how to act in the field on the screens displayed in front of them. But if you tell them that you want to be accompanied, İGA is with you until this point. It assists you in guiding you to the sign language interpreters assigned by airlines. Again, it gives you the independence to a certain extent. If you want, you can go to the plane independently. If you say you are a little worried, it's your first flight and that you want an assistant, İGA will guide you independently until that assistant. I think this is very valuable and important. Second, and this is fresh news actually, for Istanbul Airport, İGA started a project like this. In the words of my friends, now I'm going to ask Zeliha as well, in sign language, instead of saying each name in its alphabet with its letters, there are personal and short signs. For example, now I will ask Zeliha, think about it. What would Ceyda be like in sign language? They determine a movement from one of the individual's physical features. When the İGA team learned about this, they started a competition on social media and said, what do you think the sign language equivalent of Istanbul Airport should be? A big competition was held, about 800 videos competed, and Ali İsmi Öner won. Now, I will ask Hülya, which sign is used for Istanbul Airport? Istanbul Airport. We do this with three fingers. Istanbul, this
yes.
is Istanbul anyway. That means
Airport,
with three
yes.
fingers, the airport. This is now the sign language equivalent of Istanbul Airport for us. Should we ask Zeliha, what would she say for Ceyda? That is to me, is it special to Ceyda? I'm very curious about this right now.
Curly hair.
You say with
it
curly
can be
hair,
used as
it would
Ceyda.
be like this. Okay, that's what I'm doing from now on. I learned my name too in sign language. Thank you.
You're welcome.
In İGA, the options that support deaf-mute individuals are endless. They are not limited to this. First of all, what do I always say? eastairport.com, as my friends here have written below. When you enter the İGA section on the eastairport.com website, you can already access all the information. But İGA also did things like this on the page, a video call center. There's a video call center on the website. At the eastairport.com, İGA video call center, you have the chance to learn about the facilities in the field with the presentation of our friends who also speak sign language. Apart from that, you know that frequently asked questions are indispensable for a website. For frequently asked questions, İGA has put up videos of frequently asked questions in Turkish, as well as international sign languages, answers and questions. You know, there are both regional and universal languages in sign language, just like in Turkish and English. You can watch videos of the frequently asked questions about the field in Turkish and international sign language on our website. Of course, our sunflower cards. In a previous video, dear Duran teacher had said that we should put these sunflower cards in certain parts of the airport so that travelers could also learn about it. What are sunflower cards? Let's understand, care, and help the wearer. Let not only the user but also the non-user learn about it. So we are working on that as well. It may be even done by now. If you're watching this video a few years later, it means that it's in the field now. Sunflower name badges only make life easier for you, our individuals. We put one on Zeliha's neck. In response to your questions about what İGA is doing on the field, I hope this provided some insight for you. Now, let's get back to Zeliha. How are you? Is everything well? We would like to see your medal. You came third in karate at the International World Championship held in Iran. Bravo.
Yes.
Yes. There are 3 national athletes in your family.
3 siblings.
Yes, and 3 deaf and mute siblings.
Yes, deaf-mute.
As a national athlete representing her country on the international platform, can we get her feedback on our airport? We had a little chat before our broadcasts. Let my voice continue in the background while you watch them. Zeliha said she had traveled once through Istanbul Airport. Zeliha?
So, like this, she says previously it was very difficult for hearing impaired individuals to come and go to the airport.
Yes.
Having sign language in the kiosks here makes our life easier. And she says, at least it was important for us to act individually without the help of anyone else. That's what she's telling.
In fact, Zeliha underlines our motto, by the way, because when we say accessible airport, we are also after independence. We underline the importance of being able to act as individuals without assistance. We got confirmation, guys, on that one.
Other airports, of course, did not have this. We are having trouble communicating by correspondence. We have to ask for companion, but we don't like this. But it was better for us to act by video calling and getting the information without any support from anyone.
Very important. Well, of course, we are happy to do positive things and we are happy to be seen and of course add positivity to the life. But now the important thing for us is why you come to our program, because we want you to tell us what we maybe haven't seen yet. For example, before we made this program today, while traveling at this airport, did she notice the kiosks? Did she understand that it was for her? Did she understand the sunflower cards? Did she use them in her life before we tell?
I didn't know about the kiosks or the cards.
You didn't
I
know.
saw them, but I didn't know it was addressing us too.
How will we make the kiosks visible? What do you think?
So, as much as this is possible, it has to be shown visually as well. They should be shown with videos that the hearing impaired individuals can see and understand. In this way, it becomes a place where the deaf-mute can get support.
Well, does Zeliha have anything to add? Is there anything in her world that we can make her more independent or help her do more? By the way, I will also mention pandemic precautions and announcement. We hear it all the time, even during this broadcast. Don't forget to wear your mask, watch your distance, announcements, and important information. These are also displayed on screens in sign language at Istanbul Airport, thanks to İGA CAS, I must say. There are some screens in the area in various regions. Pandemic measures and what needs to be done are explained in sign language.
If something is being done for hearing impaired individuals, it is sufficient to have an emblem indicating sign language in the areas where the study is carried out, and places where we can see it. I think it's great to have them. Now, there is nothing else I can say because here we have seen what is not available anywhere else. We just are not aware of it.
Yes, we invite and host all our national athletes. We hear this from all of them. Our athletes traveling around the country for international competitions, our athletes with special needs, they always give us this feedback. Some things make life easier in this area that is not available at other airports. And we are making these videos for this very reason, in order to be heard better, to explain in more detail. We had visited the whole area before, we explained it to you together, but it is also valuable to detail them right now, to separate them into such areas and to shoot such videos. Maybe if they would promote this on their social media accounts, for example, if Zeliha were to talk about İGA CAS and mention some of the services offered, I think having a bit of a word of mouth would be quite useful.
Zeliha already said it when we talked about the kiosks.
Yes.
Those who come always try to reach an agreement by text, but this is difficult. She just said it as well. Let's make a video of the program and
Yes, she
let
said
me
that.
share it with my friends. Of course, telling it this way might spread faster in my circle. Because she once lost her bag at another airport, she had a lot of trouble finding the necessary people
Very
to claim her
difficult,
bag.
yes.
This is also a very big place. It's hard to get anywhere here too. However,
course.
I would like to share that such an opportunity exists with my friends via
Very
video.
important. Finally, can we learn a bit about her life plans? Does she have a competition coming up? What does she do outside of competition? I would like to know her a little.
There are the Olympics in May. There is an Olympics in Brazil between May 1st and 15th. There is also competition here. Right now I have the training, I'm working, I'm preparing.
Does she have a job or work other than sports?
No, I am not working. I graduated from university in June. I graduated as a teacher. I will continue my sports. Due to the pandemic, I could not start work. I applied for jobs on the internet, but no response yet. But in the future, I want to open my place and educate deaf children.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for taking the time for us. If there are comments or ideas under the video you will share, please share them with us. We would like to continue to receive feedback from them.
She says, okay.
By the way, of course, as you are the child of a deaf-mute
Yes.
family, I think that you are looking at this place with your
Yes.
mother's and father's eyes. If there is anything you would like to add, please.
I have nothing to add. I'm very happy with where I am and what I'm doing because it appeals to my
Of
family
course.
first and foremost. Their happiness makes me even happier.
I think so. Thank you very,
Thank
very
you
much.
too.
We are coming to the end of another broadcast. İGA Cast will continue to be with you. We embarked on this journey with our hearts. Everyone has the right to live an independent life. This is how we think. Thank you for accompanying us on this path we set out with love. Please write all your comments and feedback under our videos because we can only grow together. See you in the next video. Goodbye.